Hey guys, it's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe, and story time, but also a really, really great gift I got in the mail, or gifts, I should say, plural. So, really quickly, Ricky Henry is a buddy I've been friends with online for a few years now, and the way we became friends was kind of an interesting story. I was looking for this action figure, or statue, forever. I loved it. And I found it on eBay. I think the price was decent. I want to say I threw him an offer. He accepted it, shipped it out right away. I got it. I was thrilled. We chatted a little bit afterwards because I couldn't figure out how to get it to work because there's a sound component to it. Figured that out. We kept in touch, became friends on Facebook, and here we are. I recently sold him a Sega Genesis game, and we've kept in touch through Facebook, and he's just a really nice guy. He does, from what I've gathered, I'm not fully aware of this, he does sort of like production and directing and things with video games, like independent video games and TV shows, and he made a pilot episode of like a video game show called, I want to say it's called Space Foxes. I'll reference it momentarily. So what I bought from him years ago was this, Friday the 13th, which is, I love the Friday the 13th series, the purple Jason from the NES game, which I have great memories of playing and getting killed numerous times and never beating it. I even have the game. I purchased the game too, and it sits in front of it on my shelf. So I just love this figure. I love that they colored him purple and blue in the game. It looks so weird, and then they made a frigging statue out of it. So the sound thing is, once you open it, I think I took the batteries out so they didn't leak, but when you open it, if there's light, it plays the theme song from the NES Friday the 13th game. So this is how I met Ricky Henry. Since then, as I said, I sold him a Sega Genesis game, and recently he told me, and this is something I don't usually talk about on YouTube, he told me he was going to send me a gift for our new baby. So I said, you don't have to do that, are you sure? Yeah, I want to send you something. Very, very kind of him. Anytime anyone sends me anything, it's great, and for the baby it's even nicer. And by the way, nothing in the world compares to having a kid. It is, I can't even describe it. Changes your whole life. So if you're on the fence, go for it. He sent me this very big box, which I'm going to keep down near my feet because his address is on it, and a ton of stuff. So I'm going to show off the stuff that he sent me. I was floored, and I was laughing hysterically at one of the items. So here we go. Fire Pro Wrestling on the Game Boy Advance. Admittedly, I do not have a Game Boy Advance currently, but I am looking to get like a Retron 5, is it? And I love the Fire Pro series. It's my favorite wrestling series. So, very excited to have this back in my collection. I haven't had this for many years. Tales from the Dark Side, the first season. I haven't seen this, but I've heard very good things. This is the DVD. I am definitely looking forward to watching this. It's from 1983 to 1985. Super Mario Maker on the Wii U. I've always wanted this, but never played it, and never had it, and he mailed me it. And this was just a really strange coincidence. So, very cool, really look forward to playing this. I'm a big Wii U fan. That's awesome. Then he sent, which looks like a bootleg Super Mario Land and the 6 Golden Coins DS game for the Game Boy Color. And the only reason I fully knew it was a bootleg because the label looked weird. Obviously the case is blue and it says Game instead of Game Boy. And then Japanese Famicom game. Looks like a baseball game. I don't know which one it is. And another Japanese game. This looks like, again, it might be Famicom. I can't tell by the pins, but it looks like Famicom. And if you know the names of these games, put them down in the comments, please. Then he gave me some really cool movies. Necessary Evil Supervillains of DC Comics. And the RoboCop remake. I haven't seen this in a very long time. I'm a huge RoboCop fan. I don't really remember this one, so I'm definitely going to revisit this. This was so cool. This was one of my favorite games this year so far. I know everyone hated it, but the Cyberpunk 2077 Strategy Guide. I don't even know if I'm going to open this. I just am so happy to have this. And since I beat the game like 4 times already, like just different endings on the same save file, I don't know if I'm going to open this just yet. I was going to read it, and I was like, you know what? I beat it. I'm taking a break from it right now anyway. Let me hold on to it. So I'm going to wait. I like the little GameStop sticker on the back because GameStop's not really doing very well, I don't think. So it's cool to have some of their stuff. Then he sent me some stickers for, I think, BitPop. This is BitPop. I think BitPop is his company. And Electric Tapes is I believe, a documentary he's working or has worked on. It says streaming on Amazon, so I will have to check that out. And a really cool sticker for Space Fox's Vixen Elite for play on NES systems. This is a Nintendo game he worked on. And he also did I think a pilot TV series on this as well that he sent me a clip of that looks pretty fun, right up nerdy gamers' alleys. I'm going to put this sticker on my computer right here. And then he sent me 2 of these. Let me go to it. Sent me 2 of these. It looks like Space Fox's pins with these really attractive women on them from the show. And they're probably one of his wives. I think he has like 5 wives, the guy. He doesn't know when to stop. He just keeps getting married to all of them at the same time. So, very cool. I'm going to put these right here with my other pins that I have on my desk. And this, actually there's 3 things left. There was 1. I put some of them on the desk in front of me. This is for the baby, and this is amazing. He showed me this ahead of time. I almost wish he didn't, because it was so cool that he spoiled it, but it's friggin' awesome. Raised on Sega CD. I still have my full United States set, for those wondering. I've contemplated selling it, but I never did. Very, very funny. This is hysterical. So when he gets a little bigger, this is perfect. I love this. So I'm deciding what to go with next. This one. This made me laugh so hard that I must have sounded like an idiot. I think I was playing Xbox, and we were in the middle of like the game loading, and I'm surprised my friends didn't say, "What are you laughing at?" So I explained it, and then they started laughing. My wife didn't fully get it because she's not really into games, but now since I'm a dad, it's a picture of Guile from Street Fighter after he wins, and it says, "Go home and be a family man." This made me laugh so hard. I cannot wait to wear this. Oh, that is a great, great t-shirt. It just totally struck my funny bone. That's very funny. And finally, something I really, really wanted. And he said he ended up with 2 copies, so he sent me one. I don't know how he knew I wanted this. This was like on my wish list for years, and I just didn't want to dole out the money because I'm cheap. And now, especially with the baby, I'm really reining myself in on things I'm buying, even though I've never been much of a big spender anyway. Breakers for Dreamcast. This is a Neo Geo game that was ported to the Dreamcast. I think it was 2 years ago or 3 years ago now. Forget what year. And it's not a licensed. It's not licensed from Sega. Like, it's not official, but it's licensed. So like the guy licenses games that he can port to the Dreamcast. It's Josh Prod. You may have heard about him from Adam Koralik a lot. He does a lot of independent games that he ports or creates and puts on the Dreamcast. I have wanted this for so long. This looked awesome. It's like a anime-looking fighting game. It just looks great. And I really wanted this, and I have no idea how he knew that I wanted this. So I was completely overwhelmed with the kindness and the generosity of Ricky. I mean, this is just great, great stuff. Hysterical with the t-shirt, amazing with this, and just so nice and funny with the baby shirt that I'm going to definitely make him wear. So thank you so much, Ricky. That was extremely kind of you. I hope you don't mind me saying your last name, though since you are involved in movies and video games and stuff, I'm sure that your last name is out there. Even though we know your dirty movie name was Ricardo Henry Bond. But we don't talk about that because your 5 wives would get upset. But that's neither here nor there. Thank you. I am flattered when anyone sends anything. I think it's extremely kind, and the amount of stuff and really cool stuff he sent, just awesome. So, Ricky, thank you again. Thank you guys for watching. It's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe. Be good.